What's up? What's up? Now I haven't got very far in Mind's Eye, and I haven't reviewed a game in so long, so long. Usually, I don't know. I haven't really bought a new game in so long, to be honest with you. But I'm glad I was hitting dislike and all those complaining videos. Weeks or months before the game even came out. It's just like they just seem so biased and annoying. Like they remind me of hate channels trying to complain about movies and stuff. And some told me something just feels off. Because it was just kind of like you're sitting there looking at something, but someone's complaining about it, and you're not really seeing what they're seeing. But there's people dumb in the world, like I was explaining, can hear someone tell them something and then believe it, even though it's not there. Those are weak-minded people, and that's what I also kept noticing sometimes when I listen to someone else trying to talk about the game. It was just like, you seem like your thoughts are coming off of other people because you seem like a robot, a copy. That's what hate channels are. And so I didn't get very far in the game. I enjoy it so far, but I'm gonna say what the problem that people could be going through is idiots that try to compare something to something that obviously cannot be compared to, even though it's the same genre. GTA, billion-dollar company that is making a $2 billion game for GTA 6. I don't think that's ever been done before, not even close. $2 billion. That's how much the skyscraper costs. Is making that. I don't know how many billions they made. They probably made 30 billions off of GTA 5. But the point is, I'm not trying to say they compare it to 6, but I'm just saying trying to compare yourself with GTA 6 and trying to compare it to GTA 6. I don't care who the producer was, the director of the other GTAs. It's just, no, there's totally different levels when it comes to Rockstar. It used to be the people who did Uncharted were the kings, but GTA, no one's touching GTA ever again. As in like Rockstar ever again. They are in that billions and billions. But that's what small-minded people do. Where I'll say it's like, like Jeremy or other people. They're trying to, like, these are examples. I'm trying to say that the mermaid sucked because it didn't have the visuals that Avatar it does. Who was expecting that? Who was expecting Avatar visuals to see the Little Mermaid? And the thing is, it's agenda because there's no way you can be that dumb. I had other examples that I can use. Trump, people, where they just come up with any excuse for, long if it's not happened to them, it's happened to someone else. They'll come up with an excuse with them. Says, well, if they, what's that? You put in diet racism. Stop and search wouldn't be a problem if you have nothing to hide because it doesn't happen to you, But I'm just saying that it's just weird, But the thing is, I would say so far I have not been to the big city yet, even cared to. I thought, I'm pretty sure you can get. I did watch some gameplay before, and a guy did discover that you can go free roam later in the game, which he is early in the game where I haven't checked to see if I can go free roam yet. I just don't care yet. I thought it'd be a little annoying because I thought you had to stay on the road, whatever the mission is telling you. If you go too far out, it's just come back or something. I surprised that I didn't test that out when I was so annoyed with other YouTubers not testing it out. So that probably should have been the first thing I do before doing this video. But no, that was, but at the same time, no, I actually am enjoying it, and I'm pretty sure it's free roam, but I'm pretty sure you can't really go in buildings, and, I just want to see the city, get up close, and just, bullcrap for a while later. I'm pretty sure it's, they're more focused on the game than, if you can go eat a cheeseburger at McDonald's, that's all cool and all, but what I'm trying to say is, so there are certain people doing responses or review for their thing. One was, I think he was an Asian guy, and he was just so annoying because he kept saying, "Oh my god," he kept doing that, and I'm like, I'm watching his gameplay, like, what are you talking about? And then I had to go down the comments, and people says, "Yeah, your fake laugh is annoying." And then I had to leave a comment. So yeah, something about how fake you are. It's just so annoying. It's like he feels like he's supposed to hate the game. And there was another guy I was watching. He was doing a live thing, and he kept saying, "Man, did that car disappear?" And I'm like, I'm able to why, even though I could see he just was not paying attention. He kept thinking cars were disappearing when he was not paying attention. The car just slowly turned right and went the other, already, halfway down the road. What are you talking about? He kept thinking cars disappeared. So they're looking for something to complain about. But I think, the cars look nice. I like the way they drive. Only thing is I will say this problem with the game is so far the villains or the people that you fight, that's just any typical game is, well, I mean, I guess I can understand because but it just seems like they're not reacting to me very well where they're looking the other way. But that's like, Saint Rose. I think I haven't really played Watch Dogs, but I think that's like any game, Rockstar, they're good at it, but at the same time, Rockstar, they're annoying because they're computer AI, I don't know what you call it, I can't think what you call it, but they're bad guys. Don't miss you. You can jump, from the sky. And they would like their aim lock is on you. And it's annoying. I don't remember about story mode, but I do know on the if you drop where the bad guys can see you, but you're still in the air landing, yeah, they're not missing you. Their lock on is just too but it's whatever. But honestly, I'm still one of those people that beat games without dying. So I kind of take it slow. That's why I figure you don't want to wait for my review, but it's fine with me. Any problems with it? No, I kind of want to say this, but it's not really anything important before I go. Is something about frame drop. I never understood what that meant, and I still kind of don't think I do, but I only feel like now I have an understanding. Is I was watching a live thing, and the picture did something weird for a second, and I think when I was playing, it did that for a second, and so I kind of have a clearer understanding, and I'm thinking that doesn't bother me. It was only one time I've seen it, so it's not a complaint to me at all. So and I think what I was trying to get to the point is I think people are trying having that compared to Rockstar. I'm thinking no, if it's a pretty good game. It's just the shooting. It's okay. I kind of wish. I mean, I had a lock game so I can lock game, but it's. Oh, one more thing I'll say. I do like the fact that I do not like Rockstar's, GTA's health bar. So I do like the fact that your health regenerates. I actually do like that. I wish they had that one in a lot of games because I hate going out my way to do other things so I can make sure I have health. So I do like that your health regenerates. And that's one of my problems I had with it, like St. Rose, where your health, what happened to that last St. Rose? Like, how did you get your health up? Did it regenerate? I can't remember. Oh, no, you had to do a special move to get your health back up. And that's just stuff that's just like, no. I just like to, just keep going and not go out my way to do a certain move or do certain thing to get my health up. And, so I do like that your health does regenerate. I think the thing automatic default puts it on easy, which is, I don't know. I'm just, so I haven't put it on medium, I guess, but I think, yeah, but whatever. So the game, I think the car looks really shiny that starting out with and stuff. And, I'm hoping that you get your own place and, get, because one more thing, before buying the game, it took me a long time to buy it, today because I was just sitting there fighting myself, like, do I want to pay $80? Because I like to be equipped for everything, just so I start out with badass. I like to have the nice house and a nice car before starting out. That's why GTA can get a lot of my money before starting out. GTA 6, I'm talking about. And I saw $80, and I kept trying to figure out, like, what is it that come with? Because YouTube wasn't even talking about it either, their deluxe edition. And it kind of seems like you're paying extra $30 for a gun. And the guns don't really seem that much different so far. I haven't got that many. So let me know, the guns don't seem that much different. So I don't know if there's a gun store. I don't even see myself getting cash right now. So so that's I'm not, but so far what I've seen, it's enjoyable. So I don't know where the gun store is, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty much coming up. I actually did delete my, game and start over, because I did die, but that's because I was bullshitting around, but then I was because I like to play without dying, and now I'm playing it more serious. But yeah, it's fine. If I'm not comparing it to GTA, yeah, it's fine. There's always like in my mind I'm thinking yeah, but it wasn't like Watchdog. Watchdog felt like a poor man's GTA. When Watchdog, remember that first trailer, Watchdog, was some bullshit, and then when you played it, it looked like some poor man. I didn't buy it either, but it was like some poor man GTA. It's just like this is depression, and the graphics. I mean, the world so far looks beautiful, but I haven't been that far out in the world where I can be around the big buildings and big city. But I'm just not expecting to do too much. But I'll get to that. But so far it's not a waste of my money, especially being $60. I just couldn't do that $80 because I think you're paying $30 so far just for that gun. And once I start, I don't pay. And but maybe I'll start over one of these days and start from the beginning and get it when that goes on sale, the DLC. But $8, like nah, I'm good. I'm good. You need to be GTA 6 for $8. All right, peace.